Hello, it's Diane, and I'm going to continue working on the embellishments for these, I don't even know what to call these journals. They're just journals that I'm making. They don't have a theme. So, I have a little orange lifesaver in my mouth. I apologize. I started yesterday by choosing elements to collage on these plant cards. So I told you I had them just tacked down with glue, and I told you I'd show them to you. So I used black thread to make them look more grungy and just sewed all around, messy stitching. And then I added did I do it upside down? Yep. So that's the right way. Nope, it's the right way. This is right side up because it says the greenhouse down here. And then I added some paper to journal on, and then I just stuck a postage stamp because I have so many postage stamps and I need to start using them. So there's that one. That one I did put on upside down. And I'm just going to leave it. This one is the first one I did, and I think it was the first one. Got carried away by, oops, kind of covering up too much. So I toned it down after that. And then I just took some of my florist hang tags and just stapled stamps on them. That's all. This one has a little wallpaper, a little bit of vintage ledger, some wallpaper. I think I'll probably have to tack those down so that they don't get caught on things. But I just stapled them on with some copper staples. We're going to see if I can find some colored staples because I don't even know where these copper ones came from. And they're going to be gone soon, and I want to use some colored staples. In going through books to pull pages from for these journals, I found these little cards that they're like index cards, but they're marked with Braille. So I'm going to stick them in the journal somewhere. And then last night, while I was watching TV, I worked on putting some fabric clusters together. And then before I went to bed, I should have gone to bed, but I stayed up late just to sew them because I wanted them done. So just some fabric clusters, flips and clusters, and these are going to be for lots of journals. I don't know how many of these I'll use in these journals. I'll use some, of course, but hopefully. I'm sorry. I am not paying attention. I love this one. This was from an old apron with some white, pink rickrack on it. And this was from another old apron. These are really fun to make. And so these are going to be tabs in these journals. Used a book page piece on that from a children's book. A little scrap of velvet ribbon there. This was actually when I made the pockets using the quilted pockets using vintage sheets, and they were too long and I had to trim off one edge. This is one of the trimmed off edges, and it had the fabric behind it and the quilt batting and the piece of sheet. They were all still stuck together, so I stitched it on here. Didn't want to throw it away. And then I started, oh, I also did these, but I don't want to sew these with black thread. They'll probably go in a different journal. And this one's paper. And then I started working on some cards. This is a game called Pit. That Amish one that I still can't remember the name of. And there's room to write on the back of those. This is a piece of that merchandise bag, the craft colored merchandise bag, and a piece of the paper doily that was on it. I'm pretty sure that that came from Denise's shop. She packs her things like that. Piece of paper with some stuff, wallpaper and trim. I stapled all of these pieces together with one staple in the center, and then I just kind of stitched them on there. And this is what I'm working on now. I decided I would glue instead of sewing on all those cards. So my Fabri-Tac is about empty. There's a little bit left in there. And I don't have any more. I thought I had more. I've been putting off going up to my stores just because I'm busy and I don't have time. But I need to make time because I need to go to Sam's Club again because I bought the wrong kind of printer ink. I grabbed the one on the shelf next to the one I wanted. So I ordered it from Amazon and got what I needed, but I still have to take this back and exchange it because printer ink's expensive. So I'm just using some quick dry tacky glue. See how this works. So while I was watching TV last night, oh, you should have seen the mess I had on the couch. Took the mess downstairs with me. I had a tray with, I bought a large wooden tray at Hobby Lobby on sale. And I have that with these little, like these kinds of things in a couple of different sizes. And they contain fabric bits, lace bits, paper bits, plus I had, you know, wallpaper and some book pages, and I had all kinds of stuff down there. It's making a mess as I just quickly grab stuff to make a collage with. But it's all contained on the tray. It's still there, so maybe I'll do some more tonight. It's still downstairs in the living room. It's just a little scrap of burlap that I had. This was just a little triangular scrap of a ribbon. Did I have it like that or like this? I think I had it like this. I might be able to get Fabri-Tac at Walmart. I think for a while I didn't think I could, but then I saw it in a different aisle, but I can't remember if I'm thinking of something else. This is from a children's book. This particular section was about learning about money. This one isn't a playing card, it's just a scrap of coffee dyed paper. I didn't do my grocery shopping yet this week, and I do that at Walmart because we don't have, you know, I live in a small town. We don't have a lot of choices, but Walmart is the cheapest place for groceries. So I'll look for Fabri-Tac there. Hopefully I'll go today, but I still have to go make my daily trip to the post office. I think I'm going to have to go every day this week, which is a good thing because that means things are selling. So awesome. So I can combine that with going to Walmart, I guess. Getting all that done. But I really want a day to just stay home and work on this stuff. It's not going to happen today or tomorrow. Perhaps Thursday? I don't know. Oh, I have to call my mom. She said my dad needed a ride to the hospital either Wednesday or Thursday really early in the morning. And I'm the one that lives near them. And he can drive himself. But I think that because of the procedure that he's having, I think that he needs a ride home. So, you know, he's not going to drive himself and then leave his car there. So, anyway, I'm just reaching for my baby wipes. I'm not sure what morning I'll be doing that, so I better find that out. Because she couldn't remember what day. Anyway, we do what we have to do, right? This is just a little piece of graph paper. It's a creamy color instead of white. This glue seems to be working pretty well. I wasn't sure because of the glossy card and using fabric and lace and stuff, but it seems to be working. Except that piece doesn't want to stick down. There. And I don't want you to think I mind helping my dad. I certainly don't. He would do anything for me, anything he could. I love this wallpaper with kind of like berries on it. They're not raspberry shaped, but they're kind of pink. So this is from a children's book. It's got 3 little fish in the fish bowl. Fishy do was a little fish. Fishy did was a little fish. Fishy diddle was a little fish. Don't want to cover up those berries. I don't know if I was going to use that or just put the 3 little fishes on it or none of it. I just kind of clipped it all together and figured I was getting tired by then. Decided I'd worry about that today. And here it is today, and I'm worrying about it. I had clipped this to it, but I think it's too bright, and I just saw this on my table. This is a pink guest check that I apparently was going to use for something and never did, but I had trimmed it so it's a narrower guest check. So I decided to use it for this. All right. This is a playing card with a piece of wallpaper, a piece of lace, and a children's book illustration of a penny. Two more cards to glue together. And the last one is one of those flip file index cards that I put in my shop. And I still have some in there, I think. I kind of... Did I have it? I'll just do it on this side. I know when I'm using the cards that I buy with pretty pictures, I would do this on this side because I want the pictures to show, but with these it's nice to use this as a part of the picture, you know, part of the collage, instead of putting it on that. I really like this one with the milk bottle, the anthropomorphic milk bottle. He's so cute. Okay, where was I here? Did I just have these two pieces? Could add a piece of this. Yep, just what it needed. I'd love to go up to my stores. I love to go to the craft stores. It's just I've been so busy. And I've been doing really well getting things listed in my shop. And trying to organize and kind of declutter my house too. I'm taking one room at a time, as I've mentioned in another video. So yesterday I started on the kitchen. Got some cookbooks I have to go through. No matter what room I'm doing, I find something that requires a longer session. And for the kitchen, so far, it's going to be the cookbooks, I think. I don't do as much cooking without my husband here. I like to try new recipes when he was here, but I wouldn't eat them usually. I'm a picky eater. And but I liked to make, I'm going to try my Uhu glue for this. I like to try new recipes that he would try, and if he liked them, I would keep them. And if he didn't care for them, or they were just so-so, I didn't need to keep the recipe. So I have a lot of recipes I need to sort through, and probably cookbooks I have that I can just make copies of the very few recipes in there that I use, and then take the cookbooks to the Salvation Army. I'm not going to cut them up because they're, you know, kind of new books and very usable. And I have enough vintage cookbooks to cut up. Now there's a little plastic, these are the index cards that came out of a flip file. These tabs fit them in, and then they would just flip them up. Somebody said that nurses use them, but the notes that were on some of the cards made me believe that they were from an auto mechanics shop or something like that. So anyway, I do have some of these in my shop, and I'm just letting this glue dry. So there's a little plastic lip at the bottom that helps hold the card in. So actually, what I should do is take the card out instead of trying to slip this underneath. Ah, got caught on that lip. Here. Take the card out and do my gluing and then slip it in. See if that works. Sometimes I'm not too bright. When I was young, my mother told me I didn't have any common sense. That's not my strong suit. Common sense. I have creative sense, not common sense. Actually, I think I had that piece down here, so I'm going to move this one down. So this glue is blue, but I'm assuming it dries clear. I like it. Thank you, Sarah. By the way, I just did a video of a haul that didn't have her name on it, but I think it was from Sarah. And if it was, I should have mentioned that she has a shop called Me and My Son Designs, and I'm going to message her and see if it was her that sent me that. This was part of it. And I will link her shop to my video. Because she sent me a lot of chenille, and she has chenille in her shop, among other things. She sent me a lot of unique playing cards, and she has playing cards in her shop too. At least she used to. Alright, so that's all I had as far as getting some collaged cards put together. So I just don't know what I want to do next. It's noon. I guess I should eat a little something, and then maybe I'll go to Walmart and do the shopping I have to do. I just want to stay here and work. I never said that at any of my other jobs. So I'm just gonna work a little bit longer, but maybe not with the camera on. I think I'll work on finishing gathering up the pages and maybe making the book covers. Well, anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with me and watching me glue, and now I'm going to go and answer my phone. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.